Welcome to the Spirit Flow with Crow. Today's election day, so this is a highly polarized craziness that's happening in our world right now, and I thought I'd do a little card reading for today. I kind of envisioned when I was doing this pulling is who are we now and what should we do for the future and how should we deal with everything that's happening. So the first card that came up was Remedy of the Grandmothers. So, oh boy. What they're saying is believe in the transformative power of healing. So that's what's happening right now. There's a big healing, a big catalyst for the dark before the light. Open your heart to healing. Because right now, there are so many different paths and electricity that's pulling people in different directions that don't feel right and kind of feels like a void, like we're not really moving forward or backwards. We're kind of just stuck in a moment. And so what grandmother is saying is on the path of healing, it takes many different shapes and forms, and the healing that's happening right now through society and community and selves and who you are becoming and who we all are becoming is that this path, open your heart for the healing process. Trust it and step forward into the light of healing. And one of the other things that she's saying is that heaven and earth are intersecting right now. It's a big time for intersection from spirit to earth, to the earthly presence. So when there's an intersection like that, it creates a catalyst. Some people get angry, some people get sad, some people get stuck, some people are feeling energized to take the path of the best awesomeness of themselves. So if you're a feeler, if you're an empath right now, oh boy, just buckle down, sit on the saddle and ride this thing out. Just go one foot in step to the other, one foot in front of the other, and try to hang on, because it's going to be a whirlwind of emotions and feelings, and energies are they're transforming into one big dot of crazy, emotional, energizing dot of craziness. And so if you're an empath, a feeler, just hang on. Just put one foot in front of the other and trust and put your heart into spirit, because everything will work out. And as soon as you put your heart in love and gratitude and thankfulness into spirit, everything will work out for you. If you're not an empath or a healer, same kind of thing. You're going to feel this crazy ball of energy. And so make sure you go outside. Make sure you tell your family members that you love them and use that energy in good, productive ways, not negative. Make sure that you take your energy and use good instead of going to party or trying to hide from society or try to say F you to other people. Make sure that you use that energy in a love way. So this is the sentence that I got from this. Believe that the beautiful world you long for is not only possible, but part of your spiritual responsibility to create. Woo-hoo! So the beautiful world that we're trying to create and manifest, we're responsible for it. We're spiritually responsible for the energy and interactions that we have with other humans and how they interact. Right now, the landscape of society and community is very rough, not sure where we're going. So what Spirit's trying to say is be spiritually responsible of who you are and what you're doing into the world and manifesting. And so are you sending evil, bad, ill will things to other people, to mother, to society? Or are you sending transformative, healing goodness into the world? So be spiritually responsible of who you are and what you're doing. Don't be scared to face a problem straight on. So if you think there's a problem with the world, face it straight on. Like, seriously, like, buckle down your panties, and get real with yourself and get real with what the problem is and how you want to deal with it. Often solutions to problems, they're all through divine. So put your will into the problem, make sure you call it out, make sure you give it a name, but put the solution for the problem through the divine, and a solution will show itself of how you should interact with how the paradise, the beautiful place that you want to create, will show itself. And of course, we can do this with community and friends and family. We can't just change society by ourselves, but when we take ourselves and we create a beautiful soil for seeds of change and transformation planted deep inside you, if you take that and you are accountable, responsible for your own spirit, your spirit will flow into other people's spirits, and the garden of all of our spirits will transform and make new of what the old crusty dead world was. Because from old crusty dead worlds, if we have good soil, we have good intentions, we can grow any kind of world out of an old crusty world. Trust that what is falling away is meant to be. Trust you have faith in new divine works being born. You have to trust. This is going to be really hard for not just me, but for a lot of people. You have to trust in the falling away. So it might be scary, you might get fearful, you might have raw emotions that are bubbling up and feeling and coming to the surface. So you have to trust in that. You have to trust in all the falling. You have to trust in your sad emotions and your anger, because that's the part of the healing process. That's part of the grandmothers, what they're trying to tell us. And the path to the most beautiful place that we can ever imagine. You have to trust in the process and the following. And the following of not just society. It's not the following of society. It's the subconsciousness behind it, the evil, the unwanting. You have to trust in the process of that falling away in order for a new place to manifest itself. So you have to trust in the process, because your creative works will reach fulfillment. So all the work you're doing on yourself and with your friends and with your family, you have to trust in the creative process, because that will ultimately create the bountiful soil that will grow the plants and the seeds of change. So rely on the universe, and you shall see how all things come together according to a timing and higher order that suits you in ways even better than you could have imagined for yourself. And so that's a very important lesson. So you have to trust in the universe, but not force. If you trust in the universe with a sad, angry energy, it's never going to work out. You have to trust in a way that you're accepting and fulfilling and have a love full of heart, what kind of energy that you trust in the universe with. If you trust in that kind of universe, heart, love kind of universe, woo! All the things, all the healings will happen as they're supposed to. And finally, I asked Mother Earth Gaia, what can we do right now in this landscape? How can we help you heal yourself? This is what she has to say. So this oracle signifies hope and reunion after a challenging or dark time. So what are we in right now? A challenging and a dark time. And so what she's saying is that she's bringing hope and reunion back to spirit, back to the way that we were meant to be, back to the song of truth that all of us should sing. So after this dark and troubling time, she's gonna bring back realness, truth, and light into all things, into all beings. And so with this election, with this dark time, with this hate and anger and sadness, so don't worry that this is not going to be the end of the world. Like all those people gathering guns and people boarding up their cities for riots. Don't worry about that, because all the things that are about to happen today, this catalyst of change, there's going to be so many energies that are clinging on to old ways of doing things, and old mind structures that just aren't true. And so when truth bubbles up to the surface, it unloads, it unlocks, it It rewires all of the bad mind juju and creates a mind full of truth and love and awesomeness. So when you're feeling the afraid, the anger, don't worry. Put all that trust into spirit, into the divine, and your mind will slowly shift into good, awesome, badass. So, White Buffalo Woman, she's the future. She's the way we help Mother Earth, so make sure that everything you say right now to other people, make sure it's from truth and light. Don't spread hate or violence in this landscape that's happening right now. So with this election, even if your candidate doesn't get chosen and you feel angry and sad and hateful, don't take that out on other men or on other humans. Take that out, transform it, and congratulate the other party, and put all your trust into divine, and send love and gratitude to everyone around you. I know it's gonna be really hard, and forgiveness. It's gonna be really hard to do that, but that's the way that Mother wants you to interact to help her heal, is in order to stop spreading hate and anger and spread love and harmony. And so that's how she's saying to help the universe. So close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Get settled. Let there be peace on earth. Let human culture on earth be a culture of encouragement, optimism, innovation, engagement, wisdom, reflection, community, and guardsmanship of the planet and each other, for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Let this be now, that our future is most blessed and beautiful vision of paradise. Be the hand of loving Supreme Being and our own free will, so be it. Let me say that last part again. Be the hand of the loving Supreme Being and our own free will, so be it. All right, lovelies, warlocks and witches and beloveds. Make sure you take that to heart. Make sure you take your free will and do truth and honesty and realness with it. And that's it. Have a lovely day. Holy shit, that was crazy.